Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever wondered how to buy an adult website? Probably not, but don't worry, that's what we're here for. We did our research, right, Lucas?
Oh, we definitely did. Well, in this episode, we're not only going to talk about how to buy and sell an adult business, but in general, how are online businesses actually being sold, right? Because we only hear about like Uber or Airbnb, they go public, or like just companies being acquired by huge companies. But how does it work for the everyday user, right?
Well, smaller companies like small tier to mid tier size, right? Because these
Yeah.
are acquired. I mean, there's a lot of strategies around this, right? There's like these that were called roll ups, etc. I think we should break this down a little bit for the user.
Also, so in general, Mark, what are roll-ups? So we should start maybe with that one.
Okay, so roll up is basically, let's say, a private equity company or the company that has a lot of money that buys up different companies, usually within a whole sector or niche,
Yeah.
and then basically makes them more and more profitable by getting rid of inefficiencies, making them more efficient and thereby more profitable.
So a good example would be, for example, our friend Felix. He sold his like heavy blanket or gravity blanket kind of business, and that was basically acquired by a roll up. And that roll up basically wanted to then use synergies with other companies that they bought in that sector. For example, might it be sleep related or quality of sleep, and that could cross sell to other things that would then also increase their multiple. So actually, how it works, for example, let's say the one company has a multiple of 3, meaning 3x the revenue. So for example, if the company would make 1 million, they could sell for 3 million. And then, for example, if you roll up 10 companies, the multiple increase from 3 to 5 because it's got more profitable. That's the goal of a roll up. And then you can sell it for more to like bigger private equity companies or funds.
Exactly. So the other thing is it's not only more profitable, but there is a gap in how we're going to call this money allocation circles. So the bigger the company, the better usually the multiple is. So how much of the revenue, Lucas said multiple is how many times revenue. So 3x, 5x, whatever it is, times revenue is the outcome that of the sale. So at some point in the smaller regions, I'm talking up to 2-3 millions, it's usually very low. And then once you hit, I think the threshold was
10 or 15.
10 million, 10 to
Yeah.
50 million, you have a much higher multiple all of a sudden. So by rolling these up together, you are taking advantage of this this dynamic.
Also, this makes it way more attractive for private equity funds because they don't want to invest like in smaller businesses. They rather invest companies who already have like something between 10 and 15 million revenue, because that's like a more established companies then, and that's where like the sweet spot is for those roll-ups that they reach that revenue number and then I can sell it. But yeah.
Also, another thing you have to consider is the higher the revenue, the unlikelier they are to get out of business. Right?
Yeah.
That means you have a stable customer, like a user base, and they're probably going to continue buying, etc. So you have also brand value.
Well, there you also have to make then like a little like announce because you basically have to say like, okay, it also depends on the history, right? Because like
100%.
there are also like companies, okay, if they build their customer base over 5 years, and they're always recurring customers, that makes it also more like attractive for people to invest in it than it just like, for example, fidget spinner companies, right? They were just based on the hype, and that's about it. Whereas then, for example, maybe pillows, blankets, and yeah, that's a completely different business. So, all right. Now, Mark, so for example, let's imagine you're a blogger, okay? You've been blogging for 10, 15 years, have a blog, and now you're like, okay, I'm done. Like, I don't want to work anymore for my own blog. And now, like, I want to sell this, I've been spending like 10 to 15 years. What would you normally do, right? So that's the question now. So, for example, because I mean, you have, let's say, 100,000 to a million monthly visitors, and you're generating right now already revenue just from ads, so like Google Ads, etc. Let's say 3 to 5K. So, Mark, what are the current options?
Oof, bro. I don't know. Nothing.
All right. Well, no, I mean, come on. No, there are options. So, for example, there are websites such as flipper.com, etc., where you can list your own website. And then you can, of course, there are always buyers. So you can always like buyers and sellers. And for example, these websites such as Flipper or broker.xxx, which is basically the same version just for adult, where people can basically put their websites in or their businesses, and then they will help you find buyers, right? So, and actually, they don't make any money unless you sell, right?
So
So,
then, so they're
mhm.
incentivized to give you the best.
Yes and no. They're they are incentivized to help you like make the best like make everything look nice and like so
Mm-hmm.
that people can go through it. But the same as a person like a realtor realtor
Realtor or real estate agent, yeah.
who's selling your property. He rather would ask for lower so you can just sell it, right? And then he makes his
Ah,
cut.
fair enough.
So in the end, it's like, yes, they're incentivized to make it look the best, like present all the information correctly. But it's again, they, I think, for example, broker.xxx, which is a website for like the brokerage form website for
And adult
like
content,
adult
nice.
content. I think they make like 10%. I think
Oof,
Flipper,
damn, that's a
yes,
lot.
it is. But again, if you think about it as an like in general for blogs, etc., like on like not adult content, it's already hard to sell a company. And it's like interesting, for example, here, let's look, for example, in flipper.com. I'm right now on the website and just looking at the content. So there's one website, let me just check. They're selling for, let's say, 1 million. Okay.
Flipper.com.
And they're making 31,000 profit per month. Okay. So that's like, what is it? 370, something like this, if I'm not wrong, per year of profit. And the profit multiple is 2.6, right? So the valuation is 2.6. What a multiple basically means is the valuation or the asking price is 2.6 times of profit that they're generating in that year. So, for example, and yeah, like these, for example, in the gaming industry, in 2022, the multiples on like startups that sold in the gaming industry were between 1.4 to 4.4 of revenue. So it's not profit, it's revenue. And yeah, for example, here this company is 2.5, so it's actually quite good. But it's a content site, so the costs are very, very low. It's like profit margins 96%. So but it's also crazy, Mark. They're making 31,000 by 5.8 million monthly visits.
That's crazy. Bro, what is even crazier? Like, I'm just not on this broker XXX side, and there's some really, really cool, interesting things. The one, I think the good thing, or one thing that I found super interesting in the adult industry, specifically on now broker XXX, if all these things are true, what they say, these things have super low multiples. So there's one, they're selling right now a leading AI porn generator, and it has a multiple of 1.03. So 220, like the profit in 220, well,
Which
2023,
one, Mark? Is it the one selling for how much?
450. Um, so the profit is probably then more than 450,000 in 2023, well, roughly the same, and they're asking the same multiple, a 2.16 multiple based on February 2014, 24. That's pretty crazy, honestly.
All right, I have an interesting, Mark. Leading a European escort business, bro. How much you think that? Okay, I'm giving you just like some information, and you tell me how much. So they have, it's a subscription payment system for advertisers. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and they have more than 2,000 active users.
Wait,
And
wait, what do they get in a subscription, bro?
so I'm not so sure, but like, all right, it includes 25 domains, blog with 180 articles. Profits, all right, profits in 2023 was 661,000, and
Damn,
gross was 800,000, 806,000. So like profit margin, if I'm not wrong, it's like 80%, a little
that's
bit more,
insane.
like 85%. If I'm Did I do like public math right now? Maybe. So, but yeah.
Yeah. Damn,
uh,
that's insane.
yeah, it's crazy. Almost 90%. I'm seeing it right now in February. And like they've been increasing. So 2022 was profits, well, like 386,000. So they almost doubled. And all right, Mark, what are they selling for? What is your guess?
Bro, I
Also
already saw it, man, but
crazy, right? All right, they're selling for a multiple of 4.69. of based on profit, and they're selling for 3.36 million, which is a lot of money. I'm sure it will sell, but it's just like crazy. Like normally, people would never look at these businesses, but still, I mean, look how
I mean,
profitable. Like,
it's very lucrative, honestly. It's
yeah, I
just
mean, it's just a taboo from society. But if you, for me, it's like quite interesting to see all these websites and then compare to, for example, Flipper, where you see like profit margins are way lower, right? For example, in whatever blankets or pillows, etc., like margins are way lower. It's like I don't know if you make in retail 20% or 30 profit, man, that is amazing. And then you look at here, 80%, 90% profit. Amazing.
this other
Yeah.
one, lucrative AI porn generator, 1.5
Yeah.
million. Bro, they made in January alone, gross revenue 74K and net revenue profit 48,000.
Out of
48,000
how
in
many?
profit out of 74, bro. That's still
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That's like 2/3 as profit, 66%.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, that's the thing. It's like in general, porn or adult industry, like the profit margins are very high, but at the same time, Mark, I mean,
Well, no. I think okay. Let's be very specific here. I think in adult, just not anything that is not nothing to do with video,
yes.
because like
Okay,
Pornhub
why,
and all that
Mark?
shit are
Please tell them our
horrible.
dilemma of our own experience.
So basically, the problem is with video, it's a lot of megabytes. It's very heavy, right? So it uses a lot of data. So you have to host that data somewhere. And not only do you have to host it, and it means like a Google Cloud, think about it, you pay per cloud, like, right? You have 1 gigabyte, 1 terabyte, you pay $10 a month, whatever. Okay, that's
Yeah.
one thing. But the thing is, when you actually own a business and have a website, you have to pay also when the traffic is going out. If somebody is downloading or requesting a video, the company has to pay for that. So that means if there's on YouTube, everyone complains about ads, but the thing is, people are watching a ton of fucking video
Yeah.
in, I don't know, whatever quality, and it's super, super expensive. So if they didn't have that, they would have been bankrupt like so many times already. And even then, it's not making like, I don't know, the profit margins are not even that crazy in compared to other ones, because video is just so expensive, and it's going to continue be expensive because we are increasing the quality always. Yes, cheaper servers get cheaper, etc., but also the cameras are getting better. We have 4K now, then 8K is going to be at some point a standard. So I don't know, that's
All
why
right.
I would
So
say video, no.
So I was looking right now at for how much Pornhub sold, but I'm because like the story of Pornhub is crazy. Well, they're actually owned by MindGeek, and like they sold so many times because once you're on top, everybody want to be or like one is going for your head. But I think like if I'm not wrong, in last year I think it sold for only like 77 million, something like this. If I'm not correct, if I'm not wrong, I'm not I might be like I'm seeing like controversial data here. Like some's like MindGeek has sold for 500 million to a private company, but still think about it. You're the biggest porn site that exists, and you only sold for 500 million. Just for comparison, OnlyFans valuation I think is right now at
It's public,
18
no?
billion. Yeah, it's 18 billion. So it's just think about it. It's like 30x times more, um 36 times more, which is for me mind-boggling because it's just like the costs are so high, and yeah, which makes it super super interesting. But again, that's why besides that, if you don't deal with video, what, Mark, what are you looking at?
Bro, I found a sexy booty butt tub website. They're gonna sell this for $60,000,
Bro,
and it's like the description is just fucking already epic.
yeah.
Wait. This list. This listing is for a free streaming niche porn site that receives a massive amount of traffic and caters
Bro.
to big butt fans. It consistently generates $12,000 to $14,000 per year in ad revenue by selling banners, pop unders, and in video ads.
Ah,
The site is owned and operated by one person who spends around 7 hours per week to maintain the business.
by the way, for those people who don't know what pop unders are, these are these
Uh,
horrible like like it's basically like a pop-up, but basically you go on, for example, you want to read a manga, whatever, go on a manga website, and then you just click on it, and out of a sudden a new tab opens, and you're like, what the fuck? And it's a pop under. It's like very common in the adult industry, especially in like, for example, if you use Juicy Ads, etc. You
Any
can just
kind of
go,
sketchy website is
yeah,
very
it's,
popular
oh my
because
God.
it's
Like, all right, what I'm saying right now, also, Mike, I still want to come back to it. Like, we're seeing like here, in adult industry, there's a lot of like tend to be, I guess, very profitable businesses as long as they're not video. But then also like the downside is, man, regulations are hard. Like applying to get like a payment processor takes
oh yeah,
forever.
that's
So, for
true.
example, talking about our own experience, took us now 6 or 7 weeks to get payment processors.
Yeah,
If
no
not,
5. Are you
no, no,
sure?
no. So yeah, I think we're in week 7 now. We
Oh.
still don't have all of it. Whereas if you have like a normal website, it takes you literally 10 minutes. You just go on Stripe, open it up, connect it, and you're ready to go. So like the entry to barriers to enter are way lower in the other sectors. But it's just
Well,
like
also
from,
then you have also like think about it, ads. All right, how do you do ads? There's a whole
oh
different way to do ads in the adult industry, right? There's total different networks. You cannot use
man.
Google Ads. Well, I think Google Ads. I'm not sure. I think Twitter is fine, but Instagram,
Man,
all the Meta
this
network is not
that just
happening.
reminds me of like, okay, so Facebook ads, whoever has used Facebook ads, please appreciate them. They're so nice and well designed. Man, I'm using or
Well, not
starting
the
using
ads,
now.
but the platform Lucas
Yes,
is talking
exactly.
about.
Meta ad platform. Sorry, the ads manager. Man, I'm using right now Juicy Ads. Juicy Ads like for all adult industry, and it's just
Juicy
like,
ads.
it's like, it looks so freaking sketchy. Like, and it is just like, I don't know why there's no innovation yet. I'm sure there will be the next few years, because I'm just believing it can be also a great market opportunity for marketing like normal products, maybe pillows or whatever you want. I think that's because like in the end, like, hey, people consume it, you can't deny it, and it can be very niche. But yeah, it's quite interesting. All right, Mark, what else you got? You have any like good found?
Nah, man. Honestly, I think that was just I just fucking love browsing this website, Broker
Man,
XX
it,
X.
it is super cool. Like,
They have like
honestly,
they have some like man used panties, toys, and classified marketplaces.
Jesus,
Like
Jesus, it's
like
crazy.
what the heck is this bullshit? And they're trying to sell this for 106,000.
Man, but look, there's now, they're selling, changing the price all the time. Also, there's now another AI girlfriend chatbot platform for sale.
Yeah,
Yeah, just came in.
which one? The
All
first one.
right, here we go, ladies and gents. Multiple of March profits, 3.3 multiple.
Oh, they changed the price.
Yeah,
1.2
yeah.
million now.
How many registered users is it? I don't know. I can't even see. I don't think that's. It's a
That's an
thousand
accurate
eight hundred
number.
forty-three premium paying. All right, lifetime value of subscriber after 6 months, 53 lifetime value. 3 domains, 3 websites,
Man,
knowledge
anyways,
transfer.
super interesting. Yeah, I looked through this the other day. I just looked at Sony the other day, like 5 minutes ago. So I was looking at
Yeah,
it. I was like, man, and they're not even the best in there. And they have a
man.
really good multiple.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well,
All right,
that's the
everybody.
goal.
All right, I hope you like this. So, in general, oh, Mark, we totally forgot. What do you want to remind our users of, or our listeners to?
Hello, everyone. Please press the subscribe button and the like button.
It's
and
a
comment
twin
below.
agreement. Come on, it's a twin agreement. If you like it, please share it, and of course, press subscribe. Hope you appreciate it. Well, we appreciate it at least. And of course, catch you next episode. Peace. Ciao.